Okay, we're gonna try this again. We did our 1 month hive check and the video was crap. So we're gonna do our 2 month hive check, and along with that, we're going to talk about a little of the terminology. Somebody didn't understand some of the terms I was using with the hive. So we'll try to explain. Oh, excuse me. What's some of the stuff that's going on? Okay, so what we're gonna do is crack this a little bit. A little smoke in there. Let just get some settled down. Okay. There we go, and a scorpion. That scorpion right there. Okay, there's all little girls up there. Let's get this lid down a little bit so we can get to this. See how they're doing. There we go. Okay, I don't seem to be drawing a lot up in here. But while I'm up in here, it's a little terminology. This is a frame. And this inside here is what we call foundation. And there's been my fear, small hive beetles. That little thing right there, if not gotten under control, they will decimate a hive. So it's good to know that they're in there. Not happy about it, but we know we need to start taking care of that. Anyway, and this is foundation. And when I was talking about drawing out and capping and things like that, somebody didn't understand. So this is the foundation. It's basically just a piece of plastic with the honeycomb shape on it, and it's covered with wax. What the bees will do is they will use this to draw out, to make the comb. And we'll see if any of them are doing it yet. I expected them to be doing more in here. They're not. They are filling up that bottom, but they are not moving up here. So we may have given this super a little too soon, and that would allow the small hive beetles to get in here because the bees aren't taking care of the entire hive. Okay, well, I've got no good examples of drawing out on this one. But that's good information to know about not having them drawing out here. Okay, let's move down into the next box down. Get a little more activity. Get a little smoke out of this. Our smoker's about out. Okay. We'll see them start getting a little more active now. I'm just going to set this here since there's nothing going on. Okay. This is loaded up. Let's come over here to the side. Hey, little girl, look out. Yeah, they have. Knock wood, this has been a very gentle hive. We've not had any aggression from them. Very docile. Okay. There we go. Now, when I was talking about drawing out, you see how they're bringing out the hives, or excuse me, the comb. They're building it up. And when I say capping, what they do is they either put, the queen either lays eggs in it and they cap it over for the little bees to hatch, or they cap it like this, white cap. This is all honey right here. So they're making honey stores here. And they're very slowly doing it over here as well. So we put that back down in there. Okay. I'll get one of these down here in the center, or closer to the center. Yeah, they're getting a little aggravated now. Yeah, they got these in, boy. These are in there good. Look out a little bit. Okay, let me pull it out now. There we go. Now, all that brown cap stuff there, that is brood babies. You can see in there, some of them, you may even be able to see the little larvae. And they're capping it over so they'll hatch. And then they've got honey stores over here on the side. And the same over here. So there is a lot of brood production going on. But I think we may have overestimated our little girls and put the, giving them a super, meaning that top box, a little too soon. So we may not put that back on there. Okay. In fact, we're just going to cover these girls back up, and I'm going to leave that super off. Watch out, little bits. They're smoking it? Okay. All right. So we will just take that back with us. And that right there, we're going to take that back with us and bring it back when they're ready. They were producing so well that we were hopeful and assumed that they were ready for it. Let me get my smoker recharged. We'll go to the second hive. Okay, we're about to go into our second hive. And back to the terminology, this is what we call a hive body or a brood box, because that's generally, get this lined up, that's generally where the eggs are laid. And this is a super. This is generally where you try to collect your honey. Okay, let's get them settled down a little bit, get them interested a little more in honey, a little less in me. We'll smoke in here. Because we won't spend as much time in this one if it's the same as that other. If we have the same problem of them not utilizing the super like we assumed they would. There's a little bitty scorpion right there, see that? Oh, now completely different hive. Maybe the difference in the queens. A little smoke, it settles them down, makes them think it's a fire and they got to do some protecting. Okay, here's what I was expecting in my other hive. I said both these hives were established at the same time. And they have completely, get one of these in the center, drawn out. When I say drawn out, meaning they have filled the frames with wax to make the comb and filled it either with honey or brood. Man, thing does not want to come out. Sorry, little guy or little girl. All right. That's all honey right there. And I don't have to wonder if she's producing brood because of the amount of work that they're doing here. But that's all honey. And every one of these is full. So what we're going to do with this hive is the super that I took off of the other hive. I'm going to go ahead and give it to these girls and let them continue. Yeah. Well, we're going to have to shake them off. Anyway, before we close this up, I've got to go shake some bees off another one. I don't want to put them in there. But this is our 2-month hive check. So one, they're doing, mine over here, they're doing great with the brood. They're not doing so well with the honey production. And this one here is doing great with honey production. And this is why you keep an eye on them, because sometimes the queens are not as, I don't know, productive or as assertive as you'd like them to be. So we'll continue to keep an eye on our weaker hive. They're not failing, they're just not producing like we thought. But so far so good. Hive beetles, which is to be expected, and we will start medicating for that, and we'll check back later.